bit dodgy there, something happened, but we're back. Not much has happened, to be fair. We've not missed much. The Ferrari has gone first. Very good from him. Doing well with himself. Off into first. Obviously, isn't going to happen at the moment. It didn't invalidate. He might be planning for the next lap. It's on 0, so he might have backed off. He might have made a mistake. He might have made a little bit of a mistake. He's on a lap. He's on a lap. He's using that overtake button like it's boosting him forward. He's on purple in another sector, but what we've learned is you cannot trust those magenta sectors during this live stream. I mean, 1 minute live stream now. We've lost a portion of the viewers due to issues with that. But what can I say? I'm a genius. Anyway, I did think that would be invalid when looking at the left tyre and knowing it was off the track, and then I looked at it. It's not set the best of laps, but will he have another go? I think he'll have the ERS too if he saves a bit in the final sector. Should have backed off of the overtake, or he's returning to the pits. Don't put him, those mediums are very warm. I wouldn't want to set a lap on them too either, mate. Keep an eye on the bottom left, as most of the drivers that aren't in the top 10 haven't set a lap, so everyone 5th and below should be very, 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 very cautious, or 6th and below, 6th and below. Be cautious. You might get knocked back down. Everyone's on the soft there as well. A lot of people are going on the softs. People like Ztex will be very happy with their medium lap, putting themselves up in a position with the soft runners. They're doing well. Drive for Eva is on a beautiful day. Really well. Basically right into the first corner. Slightly misses the apex as much as he might have wanted to hit it. Does well go on the second 2 corners. He's going to get a good exit out there. Using the ERS, of course, it's Q2. He wants to get out of that. He's at the bottom out of the people that have set laps, so he probably wants to improve to around it. 14 would probably be the cut-off point. I'd say 14.1 would be the cut-off. Here, unless other people go on the softs because they feel like they're not capable. If I was on the mediums right now, and I was in a 14.1, I'd stay and I'd wait until people start setting laps, which is going to happen now. We're going to see what the soft runners can do. As you see Phoenix get out the way into the final sector. Nice apex there, going to short shift. Third, nice apex, nice control into the final corner. Nice, easy the throttle, get a good exit, coming across the line. He's going to go first with a 13.7, fastest time we've seen today. Beautiful lap from him, as you can see in the car and coming up the pit lane. As you see Phoenix roll past as well in the AlphaTauri. He's probably gone on to a lap, hasn't he? Yes, he has. I thought he was. Yeah, he's not using his nose. Now he is. He just seemed quite slow in the straight when he passed him. You can see here. Yeah, I think he's running a bit more downforcey setup, to be fair. Yeah, definitely more downforce. Running into the double right under hairpin sort of thing, and there's the Ferrari getting out of the way. Is that to 1? I hope it's the Ferrari getting out of the way and not retiring on track, because it'll cause issues. We don't want that. Nice run through there. Very nice run through there, gets a good exit out of the curves. Using everything to his maximum. Only a little bit of a let off into the final sector. Nice apex, gets a good exit. He's last right now. Not set a lap yet, which is probably bad, but probably good to be fair. I'd rather be in the drop zone without a lap than with a lap, because I know that then I have the potential to get back out again. Coming across the line, puts him fourth on a 14.0. That's going to scare the medium runners, who as soon as that lap has come across, I have noticed them to go on the soft. So we're all going to have soft for the race. If they come out set a lap, they might come out and set one lap and come back in. You don't need to set a lap if you're like 8th, if you're about to go across the line. Yeah, and there's not enough people. That's why you get a race in the because you know exactly what's going on. Like you set a 7.45, beating a 7.66. That's quick maths. 21,000. I'm testing my brain. See? Although I got like barely anything in my maths test, assignments and stuff, I'm still mint at like doing 20 numbers, like adds and minuses. McLaren goes past. He's in 11th. He set a lap, and he's not. He's on a lap now, maybe. Yeah, he is. He's on a lap right now. Probably will improve. Once again, I think he's running more downforces on the straight. He's coming across pretty slow on the straight line. Jesus Christ, my Jesus Christ, he's gone 15 thousandths faster. It's very close to the top. It's less than half a second. It's 33 thousandths between 3 cars. It's literally 11 thousandths for each. That's insane. Less than a tenth. It's crazy. Really close to race is going to be good. It should be stretch it out more. Dan's on the lap. He's doing really well as well. He's coming through the final sector. Now, it's the final sector. Shift onto 4th, down to 3rd, even back up to 4th. Trying to get the turn in on the car. Gonna shift down to 3rd. Handles it well. Personally, I wouldn't go down as much gears, so because I'd spin, because I'm not good. Clearly it's working because he's gone 3 tenths faster than anyone. That's brilliant, you know. I'm never criticising anything a driver does again. I can't in this lobby because I'm like 5 tenths slower than the motor. Jesus. To be fair, if I went all out and I set my TT time right now, which I did well drunk, I'd be second. So rate myself. These lot, it's Q2. Watch them in Q3. They'll be setting 12s. Bet you. I'm putting someone on a 12.9 if they get that together. If the McLaren dabs at the way for the Ferrari. He was leading at the start of this session. As you can see, one of the McLarens has realised they, and the Ferrari has also run back into the pits, same their tyres probably. Seems as the last ones probably won't be as warm, and they know I don't need to be here. I don't need to be here. Here from here. Times their way up the field, probably protecting themselves from the cars below. Now, this Merc, if these cars can't improve, the Merc is out now. The Merc's gone out earlier than them, so it will probably finish his lap, or her. Don't matter anyway, because the McLaren has just come across. It's at 13.7. No, it's nice. Heroes at 13.3, which is even faster than Dan's. They've got like a 4-tenth jump on the McLaren, who's at a 13.7. So Hero also looking good for AMS as well. My brothers, my Dutch brothers are on top. So, you know, good for them, you know, because, you know, all the Dutches, all the people from, why did that take so long to realise that it's the Netherlands? I just forgot. What would it, is it the Dutch? The Dutch, yeah, the Dutch. What's multiples of Dutch? I feel like my brain's gone. Was E-Tag's gone first? By another 10th. Told you someone's going to get into 12, someone will. I swear. But that's it. That's the session. So the Alfa Romeo gets through the McLaren. I've called it a McLaren again. The Mercedes. I'm bottling this commentary in the last 2 minutes. This Mercedes, who was very close. Oh, that's gonna be 800s. Who was on top early on the mediums, fastest medium runner, went out on the soft and weren't even able to set a lap. But that doesn't matter because he's got himself some fresh tyres. Probably I'd say the second best position on the grid other than first. First is a very nice place to be. Don't get it that often. It's going to be like every single time I get polled, I'm not first or second or third by the first corner. So we'll talk about that. Hey, someone from I've not seen the fastest British person right now is 7th. Very surprising. They're all limiting the British. But yes, the Dutch. The Dutch are up there. So is the French. Very variety. The planet is there. Like the actual planet themselves are in 10th. They've got through. Really good. Really good from them. So, as you can see, another 5 cars have been eliminated, and there's 10 that remain. These 10 won't be going on mediums to try and figure out strategy, or, you know, probably won't be making many mistakes, hopefully for them. They won't be planning on making any mistakes. They won't be planning on going out on mediums either. They will be going for the fastest lap, on the softs, on low fuel. This is where we're going to see the fastest laps of the day. As in the race, they're going to be on warm tyres and heavy fuel. It's already a Williams of AMS Dan. I'm guessing it's AMS Dan from the flag now. It's AMS Dan. He has exited the pit lane. He's going to be the first to set the lap. And just like I said, he's on the soft. He's going to be going for the best lap he can. Fitted, enabled. We are ready for the final one for the Mexico Grand Prix. Round 5 of season 2. Alfa Romeo. Tizzy just sounds brilliant, doesn't it? If that's how you pronounce it, your name's the best on Xbox. Other than Tesco Car Park, that's the last game of tag. But Tizzy is also really fun to say. I like it. To be fair, I wish I was called Tizzy in real life. Goated name. Either, hopefully you can get a good poll. All for either. See? Win for either. I know, put that Ferrari on poll, do it for us Ferrari fans, something we've not seen in a couple of years. Actually, we have the hats as well, which is also Ferrari powered. Looking fine indeed, blending in with the curbing. The tarmac, as you just look, it's invisible. It's a bit visible now. Wait. I was going to say it's a bit invisible, but it's not really, is it? He didn't agree with the invisibility. The thing is, if you ran across the curbs of that, you would have been invisible and you wouldn't have noticed. Now he's invisible. On the curb. Try and be funny, man's just like, nope, I'm on the grass. I'm a cow. You know, it's just new. Tizzy. Find out that. I feel like I'm butchering that. It's brilliant. Purple, set to 1. He's the first person to set a lap. Cody's don't know what a purple sector is, so he's gonna set a lap. It might be slow. We'll see. We know that the 12s will get you a good lap time. That's what we know. If someone gets in the 12s, they're gonna be up there. Definitely. Going through the middle sector doesn't look like a 12 to me. I think he might be sandbagging and try and go out for the other 2 runs that you can fit in this session. If you're fast, like on a short track, you can fit in around 3 runs. I think. Not sure around here though. As you can see, he's validated, so he definitely won't be getting 3 runs on this side. Dan also invalidated his lap on the last lap. He timing, as Twiggy goes first on a 14.9. Definitely a sandbag lap. Definitely slower than expected. Slower than his qualifying 2 time. 13.2. That'll put him up in the top 5 for sure. Probably most likely not on a lap. We're returning to the pits. Dan is on a lap. Bit of a lock up there. Get an exit. Gets a hero also on a lap. Fresh tyres not invalidated. Not doing anything like that. It also looks like they have invalidated. The last car on track to set a lap is you can see the McLaren who has invalidated. Getting out of there. Round of applause with the Williams for the remainder of this section before the rest. As you can see here, as that's a 13.3, gets himself second. Around 71 thousandths away from the section. Here we go. That's a good run. Okay, that's a good exit through there. Stays in power, stays in power, stays in power. That's a little bit good. Just put him around third, fourth, third, second. Nice apex, gets a good run through there. Good exit over that curb, gets a good exit. Go 1, 2, 3. He's going to be lower than that. He's going to be third. Yep, third or second. Just like I said. Who else is on a lap that I haven't said a lap yet? Dan's returning to the pits. They haven't set a lap yet. We're hoping to. They've invalidated. McLaren is also on lap. They haven't set a lap yet. They're probably also hoping to. They have been using the RS and fuel clearly this lap and we saved before. So this should be big. What's in third? 113.9 at 1-0 puts him third. NRCF1 is returning to the pit lane. Probably, I don't know what they're saving. They're saving. They're not saving. They're still attacking this lap like it's going to count. Maybe just seeing where they would have ended up. Probably. Moving through the final corner. Are they going to return to the pits? No. Is that a 12.9? It's a 12.8. Was that a 12.8? I just saw. That's, if that was a 12.8, then I feel it was a 12.8. Wow, they're gonna be gutted. That would have been 4 tenths faster than anybody else this session and just invalidated. Very unfortunate. I mean, the invalidation would have put forward around a tenth because it was pretty good cut, to be fair, well crafted corner cut. So if it was on regular, it would have been perfectly allowed. So that's why we don't run regular, kids, because then things like that happen. Not on a lap, probably returning to the pits. You know, we could set probably an even better lap if they tried. Because there's no limit to anyone's potential. Anyone can do anything. Speaking of anyone who can do anything, here's someone who probably will do something if they can keep the lap together. Not set a lap yet due to invalidation or backing off. Couldn't catch it on the stream. I was looking at someone else who had the same issues. Comes into first corner, he'll be looking to get that pole position. Hopefully get a good starting position anyway. In the Williams. Gotta be up there. Definitely gotta be up there. Know this man's pace is really, really good when he gets in the groove, when he gets, you know, into it. As he gets Very nice. I don't have anyone else to really watch. No one's on my lap at the moment, so we can't cut to anyone. I mean, Twig flying through the middle sector. Gotta get on his lap. I mean, Ollie, you've got 3 minutes. You're going to be one of the first people to set a lap. You're not going to set another. Back of it on a little bit. He's already applied. He's already applied a hot lap. Really warming his tyres up, probably trying to get them in the groove. As he comes onto his lap, here we go. Here's going to be the first lap out of the top 10 to go for pole, because he probably won't make it back to the pits. He could make it round for another lap if he's got the fuel on board, if he invalidates in this first section. I don't think if he invalidates in the final section he'll be able to set as good a lap. So take, he gets a good run through here. Don't invalidate there. That's a nice line. That's exactly what he needs through there. That's perfect. Perfect track limits. Didn't corner cut. Didn't get a warning. Validated. Breaks at the 100-meter board. Will he get a good run through there? Beautiful apex. Gets it good turned. Really nice exit shift up to fourth. Doesn't he? Stays in third. Revs out the car a little bit. Good exit out there. No wheel spin. Comes into this section. Gonna attack the grass. Try not to get an invalidated. Bit wide. He could have done. Could have attacked that more. Will he be flat out through here? Nearly. Doesn't shift down. 9/10 faster than his time that he has at the moment. If he can improve by another 2/10, then, you know, he'll be setting the fastest lap yet. If the other one was invalidated as he gets a good exit, hopefully he'll be able to beat it. Up to 6th. Goes a bit wide on the exit there. Probably cost him a little bit of time, so it's a 13.7. Good point. He was only on for a 13, he would have improved by 1.9 to set a 30 there, so that's right on board with someone who seems like they could be on for a pole if they put their mind. I did not catch what they improved by in that sector. All I know is that they did improve because they went purple. They've been validated, so that will not count. Probably going on another one here. Obviously, not a lot invalidated too. TZ is validated. Chaos Dan is second with 30.2. He knows damn well he can set a better lap than that. I'm pretty sure he's been learning. I think it's no line recently, so the pace won't be as high as it used to be. Maybe. I don't know, I'm unsure whether he's raced this track. This track's not too bad on the racer line. I can say myself. Never tried it myself. There's not too much track since I don't know. On their lap, on their second attempt. He's also went into the second sector. As we see Hero also on a lap, out lap. He's retired. Probably doesn't think that he can set a better lap. Hero will come onto his lap and he will be thinking, look, if Z-Tex gets another invalidated, I've probably got pole here if I can just improve. But Z-Tex gets a good, don't invalidate there, and he didn't invalidate for the rest of the lap, so if he can get a good run through here, maybe because he got invalidated, we couldn't see if he would have gone and cut it anywhere else. He might have done a bit of a cheeky track extend in the middle sector that set that 12.8. But we'll see. Could be onto pole if they can get the same lap together without invalidating the lap. Into here, they look like they are attacking the track limits quite a lot. I think it's going to be a good amount. So close. Codemasters gives them a very lucky one there. His Hero will come across the line soon, just behind Z-Tex from the track. As Z-Tex gets a bit of a lock up there, that's going to cost him a few tenths. We look behind, he might be able to see the Renault come in to shot. No, we don't. Gets a good exit. Where are they going to go? First on a 13.2. Oh, it's 3 thousandths for pole. As Amos Hero comes across the line and sets a 12.9 for pole position. Wonderful lap as the gap between second and third is 3 thousandths. He knows that if he came back out on track, he could have set pole. But that is pole position for AMS Hero. Second, third and fourth. He's finished They are 5th. Ireland, Twiggy, the grid. 4. The 5th round of season 2 is your closer to Amos Hero. Beautiful lap. Beautiful lap. Look at the gap between these two here. So close, so close. Plackey's going to be right behind, try to push them, but beautiful racing from Hero. Like I said, a 12.9. Anyone who gets in the 12s will be on for a good result. And I think unless someone like pulls out sorcery, absolute sorcery in the race at the end, no one's going to beat that lap this weekend. Only one to get in the 12s this weekend is AMS Hero. So unless others have got into the 12s in TT online, which practically practice, technically, if you think about it. But in the actual lobby, the only one is Hero, so he can hold that against his chest with pride coming into the race. Most people, all people in the top 10 will be starting on softs, so no strategy advantages in the top 10. People outside the top 10, they will have an advantage. I think Ducky might be one to look out for at the back. He surprisingly got knocked out to me. Didn't think he would. Keep an eye out for a safety car, any first lap collisions. I'm gonna grab my phone. I think it cracked. No, it didn't. Lucky. Where I sat then I thought it cracked, and a bit worrying for me, but we move. As we await the confirmation. Waiting for the ready up. Formation lap will run through the grid. Show everyone who I think can get back up there. There's a few surprises. People made some mistakes in Q2, especially on those mediums. I think Twiggy could have got through on his mediums. I think anyway, because he did a really good lap, even though he had a massive oversteering moment. But for now, we are just waiting for the go-ahead from the ready up. So, here we go. Is Hero as Hero has lagged out the session and has joined back now, which means his tyres will have the minus 200 degrees glitch. Or is it 2000? It's 2000. Is it 200 or 1000? I think it's 2000. 200 I think would cool down pretty quick. I've had 300 degrees tyres, not minus but plus, and it's been fine. I say fine. I couldn't put 5% throttle on without spinning off into Narnia. But they didn't blow up. That's what's important, and that's what's important in this race. And if you're starting on the softs, you don't want them to blow up within 3 corners. Keeping an eye on penalties. As we are given the go ahead, even though it didn't say anyone readied up. So Hero leads the way. Hero's AI leads the way. I'm pretty sure it's Hero's AI. It's Hero's AI. This is also give it a lobby restart. Not everyone's leaving, so I'm gonna have to check back on this one. Z-Tex is wheel is going to really happen. So right now, the 2 pole sitters will have ties the degrees of Jesus Almighty. So here we go, going through. So you can see, like you try, if I was to stay back, get a little bit of a gap to them, even though they could be on minus 2000 degrees. Anyway, here we go, for the start of round 5 here at Mexico. Who's going to win? Well, right now, if the glitch happens to the 2 cars ahead, like he's practically on pole, because the other 2 cars, unless it's a miracle and they're able to keep that car on the road with tyres that are literally minus 2000 frozen. Right? I don't know what the freezing temperature of tyres are, but it's definitely a bit higher than minus 2000. I'd hope. That's making it really interesting. Now I need to do some research. Anyway, I'm going to switch to broadcast camera. I'm going to go to Hero. To be fair, I would like a more... that view. That's the one we want. I'm trying to look at that name. It's either Attitlai or 8 tile. And I'm like, Attitlai 8 tile. Attitlai 8 tile. Well, he's Norwegian. Should we whip out Google Translate while we wait for the grid to like warm up? Green flags anyway, so we can't. If they're gonna go, the lights have been dodgy in my league, which is tomorrow, so I don't know whether the lights will still be a bit meh on here. Here we go. Oh. Yeah, restart. Seems as my game just kicked me off. So it will be a restart. We'll keep the stream going. I'll sit on the menus until the lobby is reopened. Unfortunate. I think we hit the grid. We'll have the grid. Up the stream. So we don't go back to the lobby anyway. Or have a quick gander on the pause button. Yeah. I went to race tonight, and then I saw the grid, and I was like, nah. I wouldn't think if it was straight after I did practice, I'd be top near 10th in the race I'm playing in, but I've not done this track for a couple of months now. I'll be around them to be fair. I spent hours on the thing trying to get a good lap, and I set a 13.6. I came on the day after when I was drunk, and after 5 minutes I beat it by a 10th, even though I spent like an hour trying to beat it when I was sober. I personally don't know how that adds up, to be fair, but it did. Don't drink and drive. That's not me saying go out and down 50 million shots of vodka and then get in a car. Don't, because you kill somebody and yourself. Right? It was one lucky lap. The rest of the laps I tried to improve, I crashed and spun and thought I saw reincarnation of Jesus and of Apex and stopped and said hello and asked him how he was. That throw was pathetic. Try to do some entertainment while we're not in a race because it's pretty boring sat on the menus. I've got some currency, Bitcoin. Sounds a bit like Bitcoin, not gonna lie. Go these. Copyright boys. Bitcoin. Totally been updated. Should we buy some on stream? Item shop. Watch it up, be absolute rubbish. I already have that anyway. Private item. What is it? What if I spent my hard-earned cash on? Wait, even load. Not livery looks nice, doesn't it? I've not got enough cash. I've not got enough cash for a glove. Or that helmet. That helmet, I want that helmet. I wanted that helmet for a while. See, look at me. Like, ooh, let's get some coins. Why am I looking at this? I don't have any money. What is that? Come on. When's the lobby being reopened? Lobby open. There we go. Right, the lobby's open. I'll look at that afterwards. Oh, I am one specimen. Where is NRC? On my friends list. There they are. Oh, there we go. Got an invite. Brilliant. Lovely jubbly. We're now loading. And so we'll press spectate. There we go. Right. Once everyone's in, we can get good to go. I think we're good to go now. Everyone seems to be in already, so. Yeah, we seem good. We seem good. Yes. I'm going to just start the grid. Yeah, it looks good. It looks good. Aero's going to be well happy that he got back in here. Also, everyone's going to have to choose the tyre and make sure they start on the tyres that qualified on. Everyone in the top 10. But what they will get is fresh tyres. So the fresh tyre advantage will go out the window for the drivers who are in 11th, 12th, 13th, 14th, 15th, 16th, 17th, 19th, 20th. They will not have the fresh tyres. So if you start on the softs, you'll be able to keep up, but you won't be able to improve, maybe. Depends. It's just, you get what I mean. But they will still have the advantage of getting to choose their tyre. Maybe somewhere someone will go, why not? Let's go on the hards. I wouldn't, personally. It's faster, in my opinion, to do a 2-stop round here. I'd say a medium soft, or medium soft. I can't remember what I did. It was a while back. I didn't complete the race either. I got taken out. might have been a, I don't know, medium soft, medium soft floor. I spent this, I've said, wing damage, so lost the title that day. Very sad day. Unfortunately, I can't see the Twitch comments right now. I probably could if I went on my phone and watched the stream myself, but if I replied to them in the comments, then it'd be on my AMS Rambo account. So I can't. It's not my Twitch. Shall we see? We'll go on NRCF1 and see. Here we go, boys. There we go. I have it open my phone. That'll give me an extra view. Look, we're on an extra view. Big dubs. Waiting and waiting. See the car collision is unequal. Make sure everything's good. Car setup. Full go. Car setup. Someone might make a mistake of not putting the car setup back on. That's something to look out for if someone has a bit of a mare on the restart. I mean, I remember when I shed some light, because that league don't get streamed. I mean, that's the league I did Mexico. Brazil, PRL, Ducky. There was a restart. Ducky was doing well. I think he was at the first, and there was a restart, and it put him second, because that's where he qualified. And it was like halfway through the race. It was after my championship rival got spun off my side pod, even though it wasn't my fault. So they just. I'm not going to get into that controversy, but he didn't put himself on, and I don't want him to do the same mistake because he can do really well. So if he does mistakenly leave his setup blank, I'll make sure that someone in sync gives him a punishment of, I don't know, no Haribos for a week. What did ducks? No bread. Ducks get excited over bread. Some yeast. Quack off. Nah, that was good, wasn't it? I'm gonna load in. Come on, Cody's. I wanna watch Placky just like go the inside and bang wheels and look like, you know, Mansell and Senna won it. Oh, come on, look good at my F1 history. You know, one of the biggest things that happened. I can't remember. Some good. We're gonna wait now to see if they can. I think they're already up faster since we've not got the issues with hero, etc. Has anyone reminded them about the setup? So I wouldn't remind anyone about setups. Remember setup. Why have you done that? I'm joking. But yeah, very, very. It's good. It shows fair racing. I'm racing in my league. I won, so I don't. I'm a commentator. Something I seem to be reasonably bad at because I can't pronounce anyone's name. Can we point out? You can see at the top of my screen. Zeklon. I don't know whether to pronounce that Y is it silent, or is the K silent? Maybe the K is a X sound, or maybe they're swapped. Maybe it's Zukwylon, and they've swapped. I'm learning Norwegian. Is that the language it is, isn't it? I'm getting translate up, man. I'm waiting for these lots to get the setups on. Translate, come on. We'll try and Norwegian, not French. If Norwegian isn't a language, I'm very disappointed. It is. Right. What is it? ZYK. Cyclone. Yo. I know how to say cyclone in no. How? Oh. Cyclone. Yeah, it's cyclone. Cyclone. It's there. The Z is an S. Imagine the Z. He could have done that on purpose. It's German. This is all. Cyclone. Cyclone. Why is it showing me pictures of a cyclone? I know what a cyclone is. Just because I don't speak German, don't know what. That's pretty racist. Just because I don't speak German, it don't mean I don't know what a cyclone is. So you're calling me stupid for being British. Translate, man. Anyway. Should we see what the set? I'm doing this now. Translate. What's West region? Right. 8. Albanian is. No, I don't want it to. I want it to English. It's an edible. Edible. So technically, if we do this from like, what was it? Albanian. If we translate NRC, is NRC edible? If it's from Albanian. Edible. That's that name. I mean, I don't know if translates right here, but apparently it's called edible. That's brilliant, man. I love that. You can see about my names and I'm just taking the mic, but yeah, look, I put that in, I'll press Albanian, and no, it still says 8 tile. It's just if I translate it to Norwegian and then back to English, it says edible. Arctic, I think we can guess what NRC Arctic is. What about any others? Tizzy. See if Tizzy is anything. Even Beck. Bush is also Tizzy. Speaking of someone's left, what else? It's nothing else I can't pronounce, you know, so there's cyclone though. That's an Aussie cyclone. Well, it seemed like not be as Norwegian. Like that's he knows he is Norwegian. Is there another restart? If there's another restart, I'm China and so on. Restart without formation lap due to the game. I'm gonna have to restart the game unless we can do that. There we go, perfect. If you want some news on sports, watch them score now. I've said it. Liverpool 0-0 against. I'm pretty sure it's Brighton. Yes, it is 0-0 at the moment. If we look at the stats of the game, be nice if it showed me just yeah. So there you go. Yeah. So Brighton's had double the shots, but possession's going to Liverpool. So yeah. Yeah, I want the helmet. I can't afford it. He's making fun of me for being poor. See if this loads. Oh, it's a... When did I buy that? Why have I spent... Why? What is that actually in my thing? Custom... It is as well. Watch it be. Okay, yes. Okay, use this guy. Oh, it's use edit, man. Character podium emotes. It's a podium emotes, isn't it? No, it's not. It's character poses. Yeah, I'm using it. What you? I'm disappointed in myself. There we go. Mr. Edible is inviting me to the session. Cyclone Island. I have to say that, don't worry. Phoenix. You got me lost there, man. I'm in deja vu. I've been in this position before. I've done this with my hands as well. Something you can't see. Well, probably the best. My hair's not in the best condition. Anyone in? I'll have to go spectate before they end up putting me in a good position. Hudson 11. St. Ducky. AMS Sparky. What's the big putting his Ferrari? Ooh. That's not really how Italian speak, is it? It's British. Ferrari. I'm not doing that again. Sparky. Get in your Mercedes. You do that. You do that. I'm in spectate so I can't read. Oh no. Oh. That might have been worse on your end. I'm scared to touch it. There we go. Don't sit on your mic, kids. Still no. Second half as well. What's going on here? It is like 9:30, and I'm gonna get my food. Like I've got some lamb, and I've not had lamb in time, so throw that or curry, and I've curry all the time. I guess curry is good. I mean, someone scored. It's boring. Should we some F1 news? Should we scroll? Man United. Business as usual for Hamilton and Mercedes, according to Skyport. Business as usual ahead of 2021 season. So Lewis Hamilton. BMW M3 competition is out, apparently. Discover it. I don't know if it's out. UK has 6 days of snow ahead with heavy blizzards to cut off areas for days, apparently. So if you live in the UK, watch out, and you're about to get flattened. There is a new Cupra formation of Seat, who were owned by Volkswagen, have an exquisite interior, apparently. I just called it pretty decent interior. Hospitals in Greater Manchester have been battling hospital-acquired outbreaks of COVID-19. Please social distance. Esports racing doesn't really include getting close to people. As we know, Sir Tom Moore has passed away, which I've also just seen. So I'm going to dedicate this race to him and his family. And then underneath it, there's a Frenchman's brutal Greg sausage roll review after trying one for the first time. Apparently French people don't like sausage rolls from Greg's. I don't blame you. I do not blame you. With Codemasters Brighton have scored! Brighton have scored! Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! No. Oh, if we can clarify, I'm a Man United fan. So that's why I laughed. I feel like just messaging every Liverpool fan and just going 9-0, 1-0. See, 9-0. Whew. I think it's Brighton as well. Sunderland. I've been playing Sunderland. Southampton. Sunderland are League One. I've hoped we'd be beating. Yeah, Southampton. Why did I say Sunderland? I hope we beat Sunderland. It's 10. But it's 1-0. Expected. Yeah, Liverpool don't look like they'll be winning the league this season. I love the way Man United are like, oh, Man United's title chances, look at everyone else. Like, it's mad. Oh, here comes a Liverpool fan. Just playing. But anyway, we're on to the race now. It's fun. This is good. We'll keep myself updated on that score. Hopefully he gets bit. If Brighton can win 9-0, I will go down south myself, right, with a pint and give it to the manager and just say, look mate, you deserve this. Enjoy it and pay me back because I'm really poor and I need the money for purposes of, I don't know, other things like feeding myself. I need to eat. Why are we waiting? By the way, no formation lap, so we'll be straight in there. We're gonna be waiting on the grid anyway. People need to get their setups on. Oh, back. Thought they were. I got a notification that there was a message trying to start. Strange. Spooky. Remember setup. Indeed. Hopefully everyone will be good to go. Everyone's probably going to be getting sick of this now. I've heard it's about 10:30, 10:30, 22:30, 10:30 PM. You know, 30 of the 10, 30 minutes past 10. 10 hours and 30, 10,030. Is that the time thing, or it'll be 22? 2,230. What is the military time for 10 at night? Military for 10 PM. It would be 10:30. $22.30 hours over in the Netherlands, Holland, where our pulsator is based at the moment. Whoever wins this, right, will be tired. This is going to be running until at least midnight for people in Netherlands. Anyway, 5 red lights. Lights out and away we go for the Mexico Grand Prix. Amos Hero will get a good start. Get back to the racing point. As we can see, a few people weren't as ready as others. As the midfield gets very close, they're 3 wide with a McLaren there. Not McLaren, it's Williams. There's a McLaren back there who's 4 wide. Coming into the first corner, there's contact between the Haas and the Williams. Everyone gets through fine, I think. No contact's been made, no front wing damage yet. Good. As there's a Mercedes that's gone off. Saved it. Good racing from them. It's mayhem at the back and he's in the barrier. He's been tagged from behind. Maybe by Ducky, I think that might have been actually. Could have been Ducky as Ducky tried to climb their way back up the grid. He really wants this. He's on the mediums. We need to turn all this back on. Tyre. There we go. Intervals. Right, yeah, so as you can see now, the soft runners in the top 10 and all the medium runners in one soft runner. Outside the top 10. So your leaders are still very near enough the same as there's a McLaren. In the barriers on the exit there, I don't know if that was contact. Might have been the back end. Is that a full course caution? Yes it is, I saw by the top left then. So that's who will put some soft runners in. Depends if they have wing damage. It's going to be iffy. We'll go medium from here if we push it. 22, 20, so you can go about 14 laps. 14 plus 14 is 28. 28 laps. There's 34 laps remaining. So I don't think they'll get to the end unless they go back on the hards for the second stint, which will get them to the end. As you can see, the driver who's left, I think it's the driver who's crashed. Hero leads. Over. Twiggy is going to take it. Sounds like Jesus Christ. He's in 6th as Cyclone, or however the German slash Cyclone. Should see there. Okay. Is into points already because of other people pitting, and it won't affect him that much. This is where he is. There's 2 more medium runners up ahead for him to try and get past. Sync 8th through 10th. All the sync drivers in this race are in that little train that we're riding on board on the back of now. Maybe I can. Might be looking to hit some games. Long woods. I don't know why I went this way around. Oh no, they're soft. Literally could have gone 2 up and decided to do all that. All of it, give my finger a workout just to get there. When I could have just done it. My brain said who's on the move, and then I had to figure out who's actually on the move to make myself. But he won't want to go on the move. We've got 2 medium runners up ahead, and he knows that those tyres can get past him. And these will be saving those soft runners as well to go even further into the race. Those soft runners want to go this far into the race, but at the same time, maybe not. Maybe they want to get a gap. I think that might be the case here. They might be wanting to try and claw them way out of this to get themselves a gap. And if they don't get a gap, then at the end, everyone else can close in. It's just where the safety car falls. The best place for the safety car to fall will be on lap 11. For these soft runners are around that time, 9, 10, 11, 12 sort of period. Maybe a bit like a lap in front, so like 10 to 13. That is where the soft runners will be like, yes, please, thank you, get my mediums, get on another set of softs as Phoenix lags out. Safety car's in this lap. Unfortunate for Phoenix, he might drop down on the restart if he can't load up back in. I didn't even know my cat was in the room. If you meow at my door, I'm going to stroke it, because I don't know these animals. Get out. As we are ready for the restart. We did the restart stood upright, so it's more entertaining for me. I can jump around and get energetic. Anyway. Good restart. From Hero, what was that? From Z-Tex, I think they got a bit of oversteer, but Platy to the outside. Will he get a good move? Up into 2nd place. Very good. Will the Racing Point go back up the inside? Do as there's lockups left, right, and centre. Will that end in collision? No, it doesn't. Platy backs out. Good. Platy got a penalty from something. Don't know what, didn't see in the bottom left corner. There's people moving up the grid left, right and centre. Ducky gained and lost during this restart. MS Dan isn't looking the best. He's side by side with the McLaren. Best pass, that's a good overtake from him. We also see the Williams and the Alpha Tauri that's lagging a little bit. Do you know why? Because it's an AI. That's why they're lagging. Because if we ride on board with him, we're up back. No, he's lagging. I think they were loading back in from lagging out. As there's no overtakes at the moment. As my phone's going off from another Liverpool fan. If they score 2, I'm sitting back down. No, I'm not. I'm falling over. As we complete another full lap. Oh yeah, I spilt my water. What's going on? Down the field, Tony pass. Up inside on the spot, as expected. It's Connor as well, getting past Ducky. Ducky's gonna be disappointed. We'll exit, will he get back at him? Wasn't able to, unfortunately. Everyone's staying in order. We probably won't see much overtaking for the final sector unless there's a big tyre advantage. Big train though, all the way through. It was the front 5-ish, 5 or 6, 7 are all breaking away, but as soon as it gets to the medium runners, past 9th and below, it's a train. It really is. But these top runners are trying to sort of get a gap. The ones on the softs are, there's a bit of a twitch from Stubbsy there. Connor is trying to make me moves. I've just found out Liverpool Russell at home. That makes it even. Connor, go on. On the inside, Stubbsy, go on. Get it on the outside. Nah, he tried to cut him back, but he couldn't get the move done. Connor gets the braking on point. Truly brilliant from him. He's made his way up to the top of that train, over the bottom lot. Cyclone's doing well on his set of mediums. Well, I just translate be wrong, and it means like, I don't know. I looked at the stand and I thought that was very, easy. Motorcycle. Yeah, there's a motorbike here. An Aussie motorbike. Maybe it's a cyclone pickup truck. But maybe he's a pickup truck. He's a pickup truck. Or they are a pickup truck. Brum brum. For a pickup truck, quite high up the grid, but it's a pickup truck to do as well. Six. They've got a 1.9 second gap to the car ahead, but they've got an 8/10 gap to the car behind us. There's someone off, and I think it's Stubbsy's out the session. How has that happened? I think he's retired in the pits. That might be due to issues with rather front wing damage, or maybe an emergency, meaning he has to go, family. Like he's been able to leave, which is a bit unfortunate. Throw the climbs up into podium position. It's unfortunate for Blackie, but they might be able to climb back up. That's a penalty. I don't know if they had a penalty already, but I know that will be definitely a warning on the exit of that corner, or entry. So, on penalties right now, it's 6 seconds for our leader as he texts who's got a flash. Here we go. There's the resent second. So the front runners. There's a 6/10 gap here. I don't know if anything will happen between them. There's the same gap to Big T Cyclones. As I said, a bit more back. Gaining the gap on the nose. Cody's done us dirty. Can I do that to fix it? No, makes it worse. We're nice, it's fine, it's fine. Gotta love Cody's, gotta love this game. Cyclone will probably be on the defensive through here. I don't know the gap. Don't know if Rayner has closed the gap or not on Cyclone. I'd hope so. On the soft, I hope try and close the gap. Because this is clean for this get top 5 position. That's got back to the leaders as we can see the gaps going to start pouring back in. 7/10 gap still between these lot, and yeah, it's still a 1.1 second gap. Cyclones dropped back 3/10. He kept the gap. He kept the gap last time, but going back a teensy bit more. Twiggy is looking very, very close on Rayner, who was looking at Cyclone, but I think Twiggy might be able to make up some positions here. Rayner might be in the way, might be holding them up. So DRS and overtake here, back out of the overtake, yep. Get the racecraft going, wait until next lap. You have a whole lap just to sit there, you know you're faster, clearly, caught the gap, try to make it work. Well, it's an overtake with the Ferrari and the McLaren down at the back. The Ferrari takes abuse on the track, so I don't know if it's the Ferrari or Williams that saw that sideways, I just saw McLaren there, I think it was Williams. Very, very wide. I think he might have squeezed. As it wasn't a penalty, Dan's got penalty. So, right now, technically, it's and Tapa. These pronunciations. Tapa. Tapa all 57. If you're going to do that by English, it's Tapa all 57. You can choose 57. Don't want me to, we don't put in. Blackie has decided to put on lap 9 and go on to the mediums, and then run the mediums until the next stint. Maybe waiting for a safety car to see what they can do next. Decent. Stop, comes out and clearer-ish. They have around 3 seconds to the car in the front, 2.5 seconds, so that'll probably get gained within the first lap. To be fair, it's a really close at the moment. Cyclone still. Rayner has been overtaken by Twiggy. Whilst all this was going on, Twiggy will be looking at Cyclone next. Those tyres will be dropping off now, so Cyclone will get into probably take over the lead as everybody else picks. So we will see details reacting along with Hero, who doesn't react yet. Those tyres need to make that work. Follows the text in. Cyclone will remain open. As we can see, who else is pit here? Ethan's comes out far ahead of Blackie. Big gap. There's kind. Not his day there for Phoenix. Down in 18th. Definitely not his day. Ducky climbs up to 7th. After the round of pit stops there. More pit stops to come. More pit stops on the way. Probably this lap for the soft runners who are up ahead. For example, Twiggy. He'll be pitting soon. Caught quite a lot on Cyclone. Even the Cyclone should have the better tyres for this point. I know myself, I wear out these softs pretty quick to the point where they're really bad by now. But seems to have looked after them in the first portion of this stint. If you didn't see him that much, you just put it on the last portion, trying to get a good gap, try and gain it, which is probably the best idea. Will he go for another lap or will he die in the pits? Go for another lap. He saved them that much. I won't waste the overtake. I won't waste the overtake. There's no point staying out and try. He might be going another lap after this too, as we can see all the cars coming to the pits. Rayner. He might go for another lap after this as Phoenix decides to retire on track, in fact. So I don't know, that's a safety car. Is it a VSC or a safety car? It's not coming out up in my top left. So we'll see at the next post. It's a full course caution. Deary me. That's going to put Twiggy and all the soft runners in a perfect position. Like I said, this is the perfect time. The perfect time for the soft runners. All the medium runners are going to be wanting to just give up. Connor wants to give up so much he's left. I assume that's lag, but his internet was like, no, I can't be bothered putting effort in for this. No, you're not going to win. Go away. You never know. Jesus, it's surprising. It is. It really is. This is great. This is. If I was on those mediums now, like the ones that have been on it since the start or since that one, so my controller wouldn't exist. It'd be pieces of plastic on my floor. My wheel wouldn't be on my desk anymore. My window wouldn't even be a thing. It would just be a gap in my wall and some bits of glass on the floor. Probably a man squashed at the bottom of my window with the TV on top of his head. That's what would happen. Hards for Twiggy, softs for others. Hards for the McLaren and Mercedes. I tried not to call the Mercedes and McLaren because a lot of people pick there. If you know who that puts into first, Amos Dan. Stuck with his strategy, Connor's back, his internet's gone, oh, go on then. My internet would have lagged out by like 3.214 around here. I would have lagged out. Amos Dan's lap here, he's on 53, he's here coming into the S section. 4th gear, back to 3rd. 60 mile an hour through there, really good lap. Sticky, 90, keeping it good. You need a little bit of throttle, you don't want to wear the tyres too much, because if you wear the tyres then it's not going to be a good lap, is it? Yeah, it keeps off the curbs, you know, you don't want to touch those curbs. Auto spin curbs. Speeds up to 140 blistering mile an hour. Back down to 4th, which is quite high for that corner. Into 70 miles an hour. But he's down into 30 miles an hour, 40 even. See, look, he's at 40, he's speeding, so we'll give him a speeding ticket. So he comes out the final corner, this has got 140s. Wow, I'm not seeing that. Will he get in the 47s? He does. 37.4. I'm not seeing a lap like that in my life. I'm so bad. That's not funny. Hero, can you set a better lap? Shall we see who set the fastest safety car lap? No, I can't. So right now, someone's managed. I don't know how he's managed, but he's managed to get there through. Probably I got that down the pit straight. And unless that was from collisions, which I don't think it was, because I couldn't see things. That's unusual to get down straight. But I'll read out the tyres and the positions for you. My brilliant pronunciation. So first is Amos Dan on the tyres that you either started on or pit for under the first safety car on that one. Pretty sure it's the first safety car. He's leading. Is he texting second? He's on fresh softs after his pit stop, just before the safety car came out. Aero, fresh mediums, edible is on 11 lap olds, mediums, just like his teammate, Placky, Ava, Titsy, Cyclone, and Ray, all fresh medium tyres during the safety car. Ducky and Connor are both on fresh softs. Twiggy, Tapat, or 57 are both on hards. Ryan and Hudson have both decided to go into softs in this pit stop. These two guys at the back, Mercedes powered cars. In the Mercedes itself was on hards and Arctic at the back, fresh softs ready for racing. Safety cars in this lap. We will get back underway. Coming through the final corner, will Amos Dan get a good exit and get going? The Racing Point is stuck with him. This is going to be good. Will he get the run? I think Dan's in an overtake and Racing Point will need to, as there's overtakes back as well. The Williams and the Ferrari, they're 3 wide coming to turn 1 as the Alfa Romeo's trying to get a good nose in as well. Is that a spin for the Williams? Yes it is. The Williams just nicks his front wing on the back of Placky. Normal incident, seen it before, done it myself. Usually I'm the one in Placky's situation, as I am very, 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 very strict on my racing line rule. As I love my racing line. Very hard. It's not a lot more than your Jesus Christ. Like 90%. Anyway, Titsy. Something inside the cycle. Guess we moved on. Pretty good move. Pressure through the middle sector might make him into a mistake. Make him into a mistake. Just turn him into a mistake. I was going to say something that would be taken into context by someone. But yeah, so Titsy, for some reason, he's no mistake according to my language skills. I sound like I've got a speech impediment, like I'm Harry Kane, but I don't. I don't like speaking. It's just like Connor on his shot. This is upside. Up the inside, not he's overtaken him into the first corner. He got the move done before the first stage, but to be fair, he's not going to preside. He's not going to preside very well. I hope he's ducking his right very well. Ducky is in fact to be able to preside. He nearly then though, he went right up the rear end of Rayner there into that corner. Would have been nasty, big damage for the both of them. Why am I a commentator? Like, I can't speak my own language. Rayner, right, is in front of him, and they got really close. And front wing might have fallen off, and if it did, then Ducky would have raged. Joined me up here in the commentary box. I'm like, where would I be? There's not much overtaking going on. I went to the straight because I know that not many people would be on corners, but the other one is going to be the RS train. I'd be like to the left there. You see. Anyway, Connor, like I said, like I assumed, is getting past. There's also moves at the back as well. Multiple moves down the back. There's McLaren side by side with Ferrari, along with the Haas side by side with Red Bull. Twiggy is looking really good. Ducky as well. Is he gonna? He dropped off a bit from Cyclone, to be fair. This train's going to get tasty as a Ferrari's made a mistake. But Ava, or waiting for a drive for Ava. That's Connor as well makes a double overtake. Nearly hits Placky. Placky leaves the space because he might have thought contact would have been made. I'll be cautious as Connor. He leaves a lot of space, man. You know what? Placky very clean driver here. Wow, Connor's done a really good move there. He puts his foot in. I'm finding out how bad my racecraft is. How Placky then, I would have chopped him like some pork. As Connor's on the move. He's pressuring for the podium. He's 4 overtakes this lap if he can get past Dan. Which I doubt he can do into the final corner, but he's got a good exit. Those softs are working well for him. Into this final corner. Where's he gonna go? Will he get that exit? He's got the exit on him. He's used a lot of overtake this lap too to try and get those overtakes done. He's going to use DRS. Dan's not going to have DRS. He might not even use overtake here. Flies past the Dutchman. Connor. You are beautiful. That was beautiful. 1 minute. And Ducky as well. Gets his way past Cyclone without damage, which is good. For him, Cyclone, who can just sit. So fine. Thing is, a lot of people are going to be using a lot of ERS in this train. As you can see, the leaders have a lot more. And as you get deeper into the train, you see the ERS go even more. The person I'd be wanting to be here is Twiggy, 80% when he gets on the brakes anyway. On a proper braking zone. We'll get to a Procky, is that even a word? It is now. It means like proper. Procky, yeah. Procky, will he get to 80? No, he gets to 75. So right now, not much going on in this train. Everyone's just DRS training each other. Blackie's managed to get past Danners. There's a Red Bull of Cyclone getting passed by Islands, keeping it there though. Softs will be working in my favour as moving on the straight. Don't know whether that will be a penalty. Depends if front wing came off. It looked like front wing did, but it might have been a bit of rubber, as there's also the Alpha is being squashed there. Island got squashed. He's getting a lot of damage here. He's getting rammed left, right and centre. I'd be wanting to murder someone as Ducky came across, I think it was, not realising there was two cars next to him on the left after the Alfa Romeo got a bit of oversteer. Getting very close here as Will try and save ERS or try and got the inside here. I mean, he looked, but I don't think it was in my opinion. Into the next corner as Ducky got a lock up. Not really enough to get anywhere close. This really goes. Dan's driving the hell out of that car. Trying his best as he's spun it. He's either spun it or he's in the pit. I'm gonna say 17 laps on them as well. 17 laps is decent. I knew 16 was good, but I didn't think they could make it. I mean, when they go on another set of mediums, yes, he will. He did start on the softs and swapped over, so this will be him going to the end. It's just what everyone else does. He'll have clear space and he'll be going for it, so slow down for driving out. These lot will be really close to each other and pushing each other like mad, as we can already see Ducky trying to get past the Alfa Romeo once again, like he was the lap previous. Oh, what a save! Oh, that's amazing. I think for overtakes, I think we have to give it to Dan. Was it Dan or is Connor? It was Connor. Connor. That was amazing overtakes. Dan was doing the best defending. Like for the best save. Ducky is like right there though. Ducky might get it on the straight. Got Alpha vulnerable to Ducky on his softs that are about 7 laps old. He'll be pitted in the next 4 laps to go onto another set of softs. So yeah, so he'll be on softs pushing the hell out of that car as he gets a good gap, gets past into turn 1. Will the Alpha stick it there? No, he won't. Oh, and he's been forced off. Poor racing, really. I think the Alfa Romeo was just caught up in his own battle, and the Red Bull tried it. And the Red Bull lost the back end before, I think, trying to get out of the way so they didn't get damage. Shooting quite will probably happen there. We'll give up to the Renaults, the singular hats. They're not on penalties yet. As you can see, respecting the track limits clearly, as we are around 75% of the way into this race. 75%. I wouldn't. No, I think it's like. The fact that I don't know this, and I think this was about 5 weeks. My course is probably bad, but what can you say? Except oh, there's an overtake going on there. Let's drive. Oh, Ava. Black. Eva. Traffic. In this part. Swapped. These lot staying in the same order. This might not. Will the overtake be put on? No, it won't. Stays back. The overtake's up here. No, Ducky, this time, has kept it. Wants the gap. Wants the gap. Through this middle sector, if Ducky can just clutch, hold on tight, you know, squeeze up, cringe himself. Come on. I know there's softer roll, but you got it in you. Flat out. No, that was. It's a race. You can get a gap. I mean, he's gaining on Blackie, but Blackie has DRS, and where he's losing out, it's just the DRS train keeps having him. He's at the front of it though. He'll have clear air. He'll have clear air through here. Will he be able to get a second gap? He probably won't. He'll get a 7/10 gap, as we can see. He's coming to the pits. I'd put him coming into the pits quite early, to be fair. I think he could have stayed out a few more laps, or tried to if he wasn't on like 60%. I didn't see how old the tyres were. Tried maybe to get like a soft one. Fair, with low fuel now, I think you'd be able to get the soft to the end. So, unless you don't have any fresh softs left, we can. Still defensive, not much going on down the park. That looked like raining damage off of the Haas, but that's going to get damage. Right now, Haas could go on the attack on the Alpha, and now if he did that, that might open up Ducky to get out of this DRS, and if he can, he'd probably be faster, but he's got the clear space, that's what matters, and he needs the clear space to try and sort of get any chance of doing this. Right now, I was going to swap over to penalties and let you have them up. It offers on 12 seconds of penalties, so this way 9 seconds for Placky. So right now, technically, Ducky has slotted himself in a cozy position. Island has slotted himself in a cozy third. I don't know why I'm repeating the same words. I think I've broken the recording. No one's moved positions on this straight. I think we're just going to stay on board. These for now. Need to need some more information. Stops player. As it's this full time, Liverpool have lost 1-0. That's an achievement for you. That's how it's done. I feel like just tweeting 9-0 and putting it on the Instagram. I'll do that later. I'll do that later. Southampton are better. Right. E-text. 11th. That would have been around here. That would have been a good move. It would have been the only move we've seen that isn't in the first sector. But unfortunately, I didn't get to see it because there's another move going on here too. As people come into the pits, these are the ones who will be sacrificing Slap Ducky. Will be coming into his pit next down to the soft. A lot of people. VTEX looking to get past the McLaren is on the hards, Warner hards, 11 lap old hards. That won't a word doesn't burp. Contact won't be. I swear, body, stop burping. Contact won't be made. Now your nose is blocked and you can't breathe. Brilliant. Breathe. Let me sneeze. The body's going into shutdown. So this is bad. Right. Swear I've not got COVID. Promise. It's not like it's going to affect you in any way. Whoever you are. I mean, you're not. Connor is the one of very few people who hasn't got a penalty. His teammate is going to come into the piss. Will the earlier stop help him out here? Rockets him up. He's onto the softs. Will he come out around his teammate? His teammate's coming through the final corner now. It's going to be close, to be fair. I think the Renaults are going to be really close. Really, really close. I think it's going to be team orders on whoever gets in front of us. The other cars sat in the slipstream. Connor's going to be pushing so hard. Because Connor knows full well. Connor knows 100%, 200%, 300% that he can catch that hit of that car. The hard runners have booted themselves up into a good position as well. The runners will have to push like animals to catch back up, but they'll use each other's DRS, they'll use each other's slipstream. It's to get up there. I mean, they've got to get 2, so I don't think it'll be too bad for them. Also penalties as well. If you look at penalties, they're already in, 2 of them, so they just need to get into the other one. So as long as they can gain about, I'd say about a second, 2. Well, if they gain the gap, if they get up behind that Merc, they'll be up there as we see drive for either of the pits. These times not leads in those mediums. Oh, big oversteer moment. Will that add another penalty on it? Doesn't. That will put the Renaults in a 1-2 position though. Right now, the Renaults will take the maximum points. Don't know fastest lap for the moment. We do not know fastest lap. I think it will probably be Hero if he can get to go. We'll see at the end of the race. It's not showing it. On right, so then actually there's a 5-second penalty. First off, who is down. I was correct reading that. It said 5-second penalty for stuff you don't. It's not in the race. So whatever his ghost is doing, that's doing that. I mean, they've caught up to the Mercedes, like I said, and that puts them in the winning position. So I'm gonna boot someone in the face. There we go. Right, the hard runners are actually battling it out. Which the Mercedes probably tried to get a car in between him and the soft cars because he needs it round the outside. What a move! Keeps it in as still Renault's pushing past. That's 3 cars. But will he get back at them? He probably don't have the grip on those hards. Definitely not compared to those Renaults. As Aero pulls out, gets a good move done. Was that wind damage? I think I saw contact. Maybe not enough to cause any harm. No, it didn't. He'll be okay to continue. Maybe Connor's going to be right in the back of that Mercedes. He's going to have to use some of that 60% of the ERS coming out of this corner. Due to the Mercedes not having the deficit of not having DRS. You're going to get him before the DRS even applied. Here obviously he's probably going to come out and give Connor's going to be going on his teammate here, because it really doesn't matter due to penalties. They can do whatever they want as long as they don't crash into each other. They'll be perfectly fine. As Ducky is trying to catch up Draft Forever. Freezer doing well, to be fair. Blackie is also doing well, as there's rain in the pits. Will that be a retirement? Oh, it's onto the soft. The fastest lap. VTEX, unfortunately, right now won't be in the winning position. Could have gone onto the softs. Try to stretch them. It's just trying their best to get a gap because of their penalties. I think now we don't really need to know what tyres people are on. We need to know what penalties they're on, and they've got more. They've got more penalties. Both the Renaults need to just stay off the curbs, and they're good. Stay off places where they will get penalties. We will check Race Director right now to see incidents, warnings. Look out for the Renault badge. Renault name. Connor's got 1 warning. Connor's got 2 warnings. Hera's got. They both got 2 warnings. They both need to be very cautious here, as there is a crash from Titsi. Will that bring out a safety car? It's in the pit lane, unfortunately, for some runners down here who might want the safety car. there's some overtakes going on here. There's the McLaren and Mercedes, and there's also the Ferrari and Mercedes. Mercedes are also looking out to get good points today. Up in the points, they're in the points. They're probably second best of points runners, other than, you know, Racing Point and Red Bull, who were first and second. Speaking of the Red Bull, the Renault squad, the Renault boys are catching. This duo works beautifully after this pit stop, and they've got right up behind the Red Bull. The Red Bull probably creasing in pressure to prevail. Now, the Alfa Romeo decided to not retire in the pits and came back out of the pit lane, so which was pretty typical. Both the Renaults passed the Red Bull before we even got to the corner. Not much to comment on, as there is battles going up here. Was that 3 wide? I'm pretty sure it was. The Mercedes had dropped back. McLaren's found its way behind the Ferrari that was further behind. So the Ferraris had a pretty good run through there. As it's hard runners versus soft runners versus hard runners. So Blackie will go for the move. What a dive! Sees the gap, goes for it. Late braking, late decision to go for the move. McLaren's falling all the way back. As see Reina ties from the session in pit lane. Most likely main damage or mistake on his fast who is right now in 9th place, even with his penalties. And right now also these two, even if they get a penalty, even if they get their penalty, they can still gain it because it'll be 9 seconds. And they'll probably gain even more, as you can see the pass of Reina rejoining the track. Gonna stop Hero from being able to make the overtake, making it early. Will it be an illegal overtake? That was right on the cut-off point. I'm unsure right now. It depends whether he pulls off to the side here. No. Nope, the overtake's been given. I thought Cody's would have a problem with that one, but not at all, as there's a Red Bull retiring in the pit lane once again. People clearly giving up for some reason. I wouldn't give up, anything can happen. It's F1, there's still 4 laps left. It could be a safety car that lasts 2 laps right now. So, people need to, you know, hang on in there. Go fastest lap, do something like that, switch it up. Unfortunately, AMS Dan wasn't able to return. I think he was most likely to try to go for fastest lap. But the Renaults right now, keep saying, touch wood, they're on for it. They are on for it, they're on for the win here if they can get a good run. As you can see, Connor's going to be sat in the slipstream and giving it everything. This is the battle for the win now. They'll be like, look, you've got a good gap, you've got the penalty window, have it. You can, they'll agree with each other that they can have a little bit of a battle. They don't want to crash into each other, of course, they'll be cautious. Connor won't go for any audacious moves, or less needed. So for example, they're 20 seconds ahead, as Plachy manages to overtake the Red Bull. I think there was a little bit of a battle there as Ducky climbs his way past the Mercedes, maybe past the McLaren soon. Through here, pressuring Ducky, obviously having a few lockups on the pad. Through this sector, will he be able to make a move? There's another retirement in the pit lane, it's AMS Dan, who is giving it up in 14th. Stays in the slip. Will he get past? No, unfortunately not. An exit, will he get past there? No. Probably on the straight. Ducky will be looking for that overtake though. Are these two going to have it out on the straight? Most likely not. Once again, the car's rejoined, so that won't be able to. Whoa! Connor had to avoid the car that was just sat on the racing line. That's an issue with this track. Cars are rejoining the track. You see Hudson is also now retired in the pits. That was Amos Dan's car that had done that. The Ferrari's going to also rejoin. I think it's issues with people retiring too late. Retiring in the pit box clearly since you're back out on track. This one might not affect anyone as much because everyone else is on the other side of the track. But it is bad. That was really bad. Connor nearly put it in the barrier. Lost a lot of time to the car ahead, but only 2 more laps to go. Now, is the Ferrari going to get in the way? Can't really ride on board with the Ferrari's out of the race. As we go on the racing point, it might, to be fair, in the first few corners. It does pull off after the third, I'm pretty sure, so I'm assuming it will save itself. It's going to go to the left. I thought it was going to go to the right, and there's going to be a massive accident. Hopefully no more people retire in the pit lane. Something gets affected because it will a lot. It already has. Now both on my taking the corner, so even though Renault's ahead, I think they're saving themselves any issues. Ferrari will want to try and climb its way into the DRS. The DRS would help a lot. Truly gaining through here on 1.1 seconds now. If they can gain another tenth in this final sector, a tenth and a half, down to a tenth, using a lot of overtake, trying to claw themselves into that DRS range. Connor will be wanting really to get out of the DRS range. They have clawed into DRS. It dropped back out. Drawing there, so I don't know if they will. We'll see. If we ride on board with them, they will have DRS. Blackie's going to be kicking himself about that fact. Really unfortunate. We could have had the move done. Really unfortunate. As derating from the both of them. There is not another detection point through this sector, and Connor's going to give Ferrari even more slipstream. That's probably it for Blackie's overtakes today. But we will proceed onwards. It's going to get very close at the end if they can keep it like that. Blackie's got a bit of oversteer. Not much going on further down the field to really point out on, as there's a McLaren who's not really done much through there. Going to the last sector, C-Tex run a beautiful race. They really have. Penalties are going to drop them down, but pretty good racing for them as we cut back to these lot. Coming through the final sector, the Ferrari is right on the back of the Renault, but it won't matter. Round the final corner, your provisional leader, and for now your race winner, to see if the Renaults will come around the corner. Connor will be right on the edge, cross the line. Hero wins the Mexico Grand Prix. Or Z-Tex? Z-Tex does grab that third position. Connor is second, a 1-2 for Renault. Beautiful racing from the Renaults at the end, trying to climb up. He secures the fifth. Ducky up to 6th on penalties. Ireland 7th and 28th. Mercedes 9th. 57 is 10th. Arctic is 11th, and NRC Edible is coming through the final few corners to win. To win fastest lap. He might win fastest lap because he was at the back in the clear area. No one else did. We'll see who got fastest lap now. So your winner and a 1-2 finish will be perfect for well deserved there for Oliacon. Beautiful racing the whole way through the race. It's been good to watch. It's been fun to watch after a few technical issues at the start, but it's been good. It's been brilliant. As we will see the podium celebrations, the Renaults on the top step. Beautiful racing for them. And I'm sure that they will be happy with the victory. As we move on to the results and to see everyone's positioning. And here we are. So 18th to 2nd for AB O'Connor Hero gets up there, and as I said, Dan actually got fastest lap. He retired in the pits, so it's surprising. How far off was the? It's about half a second. So yeah, here is your results for this race. Thank you for joining us. For NRC, your winner Hero will be very happy. With his result. Thank you for watching. Thank you for joining us if you did. It's been a pleasure personally to join this league. It's been brilliant to watch the racing. It's just brilliant. It's been lovely to watch, and that will be the end of this, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, that will be the end. So thank you for watching today's stream, if you join me. Really happy to have commentated on the racing. Not many incidents, to be fair. There's only about 1 or 2 that I can point out. It's been really clean, it's been really good. Recommend, if you're watching and you're not involved in the league, get involved, because it's a brilliant place to be. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in round 6 of season 2 of NRC. We will be heading to Azerbaijan for round 6. So thank you for watching, and